Hi, I'm Simon Lovegrove, and I help leadership teams all over the world to be the best that they can be. This is number 5 in a series of videos looking at each of the areas to address in order to drive up the productivity and effectiveness of your leadership team. Number 1, we looked at trust issues. Number 2, we looked at setting a clear direction. Number 3, we looked at accountable leaders. Number 4, we looked at a team working process. In this one, we're looking at behaving like a team. And in this, what we're trying to address here is to have the team members talk and act as if they're part of a high performance team with each other. And so this is a lot to do with what the team members would want from each other in order to behave better like a team. Do more of, do less of, stops and starts. The benefit of getting this right is that it speeds up the responsiveness of the team to emerging conditions, and it speeds up and continually sharpens the quality of the teamwork as it's expressed between the different team members. It also supports a culture of feedback within the leadership team, which then percolates to the rest of the organization, and all of which is supporting good behavior, productive behavior, trust building behavior throughout the team and the organization. When we work with teams to do this, we have a 3-stage process. The first of which is very simple. It is to explain the team members to each other in terms of their styles and preferences using a simple model. Now, if you're on a leadership team, you've probably done something like this, and it may be something you remember well, or maybe something that actually was rather complicated and not very effective. And what we try and do is make sure we have a balance between how much time you need to spend learning the model as compared with how helpful that is in terms of understanding your peers and your colleagues on the team. But the end result is a consistent language which helps people to have a map for where they are. Once that's been established, we can then move on to the second stage, which is to have the team members, that's each of you, ask for or suggest for changes in behavior from your team colleagues. And if you're one of those team colleagues receiving those requests, you would then select a number of team behaviors, or 2, that you want to focus on. And each team member commits to demonstrating this team behavior. We set that up as a process initially so that you're getting these requests maybe every 3 months, maybe every 6 months. And over time, what happens is that the team gets used to improving the quality of its performance and improving the effectiveness at an individual level to improve the quality of teamwork. The third stage is critical, and we do it as part of implementing the second, but to create a process of feedback. So not only are you getting the requests and choosing what you focus on, but you're getting feedback from your team members on how you're doing. Now, we find that teams typically go through a process of increasing transparency as they do this. When we start out on this, the suggestions are anonymous. The commitments obviously aren't, because you need to make the commitments, but the feedback is anonymized. As they gain confidence in reviewing these team behaviors, the feedback, their confront goes up, and typically the process is changed from being anonymized to being transparent, to going from scoring on how well you're doing to giving specific comments and other suggestions. And therefore a rich culture of feedback and discussion about the quality of teamwork starts to emerge. And all of this underpins all of the other different areas, but improves the quality of teamwork. Now, here's a takeaway which you can do today that will make a difference. Go to each of your team colleagues and ask them this question. What's 2 suggestions or requests you have for me that, if I did them, would improve the quality of my teamwork? Okay? What are 2 suggestions or requests that you have for me that if I did them would improve the quality of your teamwork? Ask that question of each of your colleagues, get the 2 suggestions, and then look at what the suggestions they're coming back, and then go back out to them with a commitment to change one of those things. If you do that, A, you'll make a difference in the team, and B, you will improve the quality of teamwork on your own. Good luck.